FlossTube, it's Elisa on May the 9th, Monday. Hi everyone. I know I didn't make a video last week, or did I? Can't remember. Last week was a bit of a blur. I've been very busy at school, so I have not been able to work on my stitching a lot, which is basically why it's been a while since my last video. So we're just going to jump right in. There's a few things to talk about today, not much. Again, I haven't gotten much stitching done, but I do have a very teeny tiny haul that was really fun, and a new start. So we'll jump in with my WIP progress from last time. Don't remember when the last time is I showed you guys this. This is Tiger of Heaven. You'll notice one thing, it's not on its stand, or my frame. It's not on my frame because something else is there now. But so that's where I got this the darkest, or the almost darkest gray done in all of them. So I only have one gray left. It's so gray. It's gray on gray on gray on gray. I'm getting a little sick of it, which is why I needed the new start. I just started over here. You can see right here. It's the darkest gray. So I started the last gray, and there's not a lot of it, but a lot of it is confetti, and I'm just do not have the patience for confetti right now, because a lot of it is just adding like deeper, like a little bit darker here and there, and it's only in little spatterings, but there's a lot down here, so I was trying to fill out the parts. But anyway, long story short, someone needs to go bye-bye for a little while, just a little bit, but I'm still having a lot of fun working on them, even though the thread isn't the best, and this is very crunchy Ada, like it is downright crunchy. Which is kind of nice because it's nice and taut when it's on the frame, on my PVC lap stand, but it's very stiff to stitch into. It's so rough. The holes are so rough that it basically just frays the thread, which is not fun to work with, because then you're left with lint all over this pretty, navy blue. Also, I don't think they've given a lot of room, because I swear this is going to come up to at least here. I know, because there's so much left on the side of this tiger. Yeah, it's going to be huge. Anyway, tiger's going to go into hibernation for a little bit, which is okay. It's good for a change, but I'm glad I got such a good start on him. Like, that's a lot of work. And even with, not stitching every day and all that, I'm pretty happy with my progress. So let's roll him back up, because he's gonna go away. So new start. Well, no, we'll do haul first. So I had the second part of my gift certificate for Fabrics by LJ, and I got a piece of fabric. I'm going to show you too. It's a Lugana. I love me some Lugana. That's what I'm stitching on, is on a Lugana. I also needed to get away from Ada for a while. Everything I've been doing lately has been Ada or perforated paper. But I love perforated paper. Anyway, we'll get into that after. Okay, anyway. Here it is. Oh, it looks prettier on screen. It is a blue, gray, white. It almost looks, it reminded me of a frosted window, like in the dead of winter, and it's so pretty. It is so pretty. So many things I could do on this. Anyway, it was one of the contenders for my new start, but it didn't win out, and I'm fine with that. I'm really happy with the fabric I got. I chose to do my new start on. Yay. And it smells so nice too. So that was one part of that I got from Fabrics by LJ last week. I got it last week. The other thing I got from him, I put this back in the little baggie. The other thing I got from him was, and now you're going to see my new start, this grime guard. Now, Lucas, look away. Your grime guard is not in, you know, one piece anymore. There's been some alterations, a little body modification. She's okay with it, but you need to be okay with what you're going to see here. So, so I got this. It was a 14-inch grime guard, regular grime guard, and it would fit perfectly. I measured it as soon as he said 14 inches. I measured this right away, and I was like, yes, it'll fit, and I bought it. I knew it was going to be full, like it was going to be a full grime guard, so I knew it had to do something to fit it on here. Fortunately, this is done. There was 2 seams, one here and one here. So really all I had to do was split these seams a little bit and then secure the seams on the underside a little bit more, where I had split them so they won't keep splitting. And it works fantastically because they were spaced out. The seams were spaced out almost exactly where these 2 pegs were. So that worked out quite nicely. Yes, there's a little bit of, you know, they might fray a little bit. I might, you know, tack them over, like fold them over and stitch a little hem or something on them so they don't fray a little bit more. But for right now, it works as I wanted it to. Unfortunately, I don't think there's going to be enough room for me to do a big project, like a full coverage with the amount of fabric that's here. But that's cool. I got at least a grime guard. My first grime guard. I'm so happy. So this is the new start, and it is the one I've been threatening to start for a long time. That's my toothless. You've seen this one. A lot of people have this one, but it is one of my favorite needle minders. Toothless, and it goes great with this one because this is Crescent Moon Dragon. And for all of you who haven't seen it the bazillion times I've shown it on my channel, this is what it's going to look like. This dragon. So I started right here under the wing, which is what you can see here. And you don't want to see what I did to that book to be able to scan the pattern. It's not pretty. The problem with those books that I'm finding, or pattern books I'm finding, is I love working off PDFs. It makes it so much easier for me. The zooming in is just the absolute, like, the marking off is cool too, because, you know, I do it on my tablet, and my tablet has a stylus, so it's really easy for me to mark off. And it goes so much better for me if I have a tablet. So anything that I have a physical pattern of, I have to make my own PDF, which is fine. I have a scanner. I can do that. But when they're in a book, it's really hard to get it flat enough to get the full pattern without any distortion. And on top of that, because I am weirdly, I'm not going to say OCD because that's a very serious, you know, medical condition, but I am fussy about having the pattern on one page. I much prefer it if the PDF is of the full pattern. Some that have 30 or 40 pages, this will not work. The PDF would be too freaking huge. It wouldn't work. You wouldn't be able to zoom in. There'd be nothing there. So, that's fine. If I'm doing a full coverage, I'm sure. I haven't done one yet, but we'll see. It might bug me enough to do something, rig something up, but so what I ended up doing is I pulled it into so the scan, so I actually ended up, and if you're a book lover, please, you know, plug your ears right now, okay? I tore out the pages, and I scanned them so that they would lie flat and I could get them squared, because when I was going and I was putting them together, if they weren't perfectly squared when they were scanned, it was really hard to re-square it up to match up and line up with the other pieces. So this one particularly was a beast because the different pages, the grid was slightly different size, so I actually had to resize some, which just made it even more finicky, because being off even a little bit, it just skews the entire pattern, and it just, I could probably have worked with it in a less, I probably could have worked with it if it wasn't too much over, but it was overlapping and it was off, so it was offset and overlapping, and I didn't want to mess anything up, so I took, anyway, so I went on Sunday, yesterday, Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the great mommies out there. And we went to see Captain America Civil War, because we are a big family of geeks. So we did that after we had breakfast with my mom. And because I prefer matinees to going in the evening, because I find it gets really insane. So we went to the matinee, and we had to go to this certain theater because we wanted to see it in the IMAX 3D, because apparently part of it was filmed in IMAX 3D. So I don't like IMAX 3D. It's a pain in my butt. The glasses don't fit over my glasses, and now they have these really weird polarized glasses that leave reflections, and was giving me a migraine halfway through. It was not fun. A great movie, fantastic movie. Oh my god, will not spoil anything, but oh my god, so good. And fortunately, this theater is right next to the one Michaels in the city. Like, literally right next to it. They're attached. So, afterwards, because I just gotten my student loan payment, and I always have a little bit of extra in my student loan payment as a living allowance, and I allow myself, stitchy stuff when I have a little bit of excess. So, we went in there after, and I knew I wanted to kit up Crescent Moon Dragon. So I had all the colors I needed on my tablet, and I went in and I picked them all up, and I picked out a couple other colors for another project, and then we came home, and then I had to pick my fabric. So I asked a bunch of people on Stitch Mania what they thought of 3 choices. There was that one, there was the steel that I just shown you from Fast by LJ, and the third one was a Picture This Plus, I think in Jazz. It's like green with purple streaks in it. It's kind of nice. This one by far went out, and I tend to agree that this one is just amazing. This was dyed for me by the amazing Cindy Fisher. Hi, Cindy. Who used to have a YouTube channel, but they've decided to blog instead, which is cool. To each their own, of course. She's a great person, and she did this for me because she had dyed this amazing piece of fabric for a project she was doing, and I saw it and I thought that was amazing, so I wanted to have a piece just like it. And she was kind enough to do so. So that's the story of this fabric, and it's a very special fabric to me, and this is a very special pattern, so they go well together. It looks so good. I mean, there's just one color. There's one line of one color on here, and I'm already like raving about it. It looks amazing. But stitching a Lugana again is so nice. Like, it's so nice. I miss my even weaves. Oh, my last one I was working on is the one I lost. The Storytime sampler. Anyway, this one is beautiful. I don't know if you can tell. There's up here, there's like more of a purpley tone, and down here, there's more of like a blue tone. It's just absolutely stunning, and it gives this really stormy sky effect, and it just looks, it's gonna look amazing. But so I had to get some stitches in this morning. But first thing I had to do was fix that freaking pattern, which took me most of the morning. So that's why I only have that little bit there. I don't know how much more stitching I'm going to get done this week, because it is the last week before our project is due, which is due on Friday at the end of class, I believe. So sorry, There's a lot of wind and air pressure changes, and my door just opened on its own. Or I have ghosts. You know, one or to the other. Where was I? What am I doing? Oh, the other haul I got. So, when I went to Michael's yesterday, I also picked up another one of these floss bobbin boxes. But they weren't called floss bobbin boxes, they were called bead boxes. But they are exactly the bobbin box that everyone knows and loves. They even have this double compartment here. It's the exact same thing. Like, I have two of the clear ones, and I need another one of these. $5. I was like amazed because the two I bought were on Amazon, and I think I spent $8 plus shipping for one and like $11 plus shipping for the other one, and bought at different times. And so seeing this for $4 and it was pink, I had to get it. So in here right now, this is going to be my current WIP box. So this is all the color for Crescent Moon Dragon, all DMC. I do not have the Krennic yet, but that's okay because it's probably going to take me a while to put all the DMC in this anyway, so I'm not too stressing on it. So yeah, that was my little haul and my new start. I'm very excited about Crescent Moon Dragon. I think it's going to be a very, very, very fun project. I don't have much to talk about. Oh, I am. Last week or 2 weeks ago, no, it was close to last week, I got notification because I'm on Reddit. I'm a Redditor, and I noticed they're having new exchanges, and they're doing a needlework exchange. Well, they're doing a yarn and needlework exchange. So I couldn't resist. I'm a sucker for a good exchange. Anyway, the matching's today, so I'm really kind of psyched. I can't wait to see how many people are signed up. Oh, total signups. Wow. 1,875 signups. That is freaking amazing. Oh, that's going to be fun. I'm really excited. It's, you know, I don't have to worry about the organizing part. I just have to worry about the participating part, and I am fine with that. So I'm really stoked. I hope I get another cross stitcher, but I might get someone who's into like knitting or crochet or other than needleworks, and then I might come back here and ask you guys your opinion, because I'm really only a cross stitcher for right now. It has also now been almost 2 months since I ordered my floss from China. So I'm getting a little miffed about that, but really I went back and their guarantee was it would be here within 60 days. So they still have a week for the 60 days guarantee, which definitely after that I'm going to be filing a complaint. Anyway, I don't know. I don't know now when Dragon Rider is going to be started, and that's really kind of bugging me because I really want to start Dragon Rider. But I cannot afford to go to Michael's and drop over $100 in floss. There's no way. I can't do it. So we'll see. Hopefully it'll still get here in time. I don't know. But I'm kind of losing out hope. But we were talking about it the other day, me and my boyfriend, that, you know, this is the thing. You right now, you pay the premiums to go to retail for the convenience of having it same day. I mean, I order things, other things that I've ordered from China through eBay, not really AliExpress, which I went through this time, were earrings. Higher gauge earrings are often very, 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 very expensive. And I just need some simple ones, and these aren't simple ones. These were a little bit more expensive, but you can get a good pair of earrings for $2 or $3, when if you went into a piercing parlor and asked for them, they'd probably be $10-15 a piece. And right now, with the way I have the you know, the amount of money I don't have to spend, I need to be very, very conscious of that. So if I want to participate in my hobby, I need to find more economical way of doing so. So the time, yes, while it may be a pain in the butt and it may not show up for another month and a half, it's very possible that, you know, I'll be able to start in a month and a half instead of another, 12, 14 months before I finish my school program and I have a job and I can actually, spend money on my hobby again. So it is, so it is what it is. I'm not holding my breath. I'm hoping that Crescent Moon Dragon can keep me company and keep me enthralled long enough so that I don't really notice the lack of threads from China. So that's it. I will go and upload this, and I hope you guys all have a great stitchy week. I probably won't be back until this time next week because I probably won't get to stitch on it until this weekend anyway. So, yeah, I hope you guys have a fantastic stitchy week, and I will see you soon. Bye.